Star Trek is ready to upend everything we know about Sisko because of his secret ties to Bajor. When Benjamin Sisko walked into the wormhole for the final time in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine's finale, he left behind a legacy unlike any other captain in the franchise. He wasn't just a Starfleet officer, a father, and a diplomat. He was also the emissary of the prophets, a role that blurred the line between science fiction and spiritual destiny. But if modern Star Trek is preparing to revisit his story, it seems inevitable that Sisko's secret ties to Bajor may upend everything we thought we knew about him. For years, Sisko has stood apart from his peers. Kirk, Picard, and Janeway all had definitive arcs rooted in duty and command, but Sisko's identity was entwined with an entire planet's religion and culture. The people of Bajor saw him not as a visiting officer, but as the emissary sent by their gods. That duality defined his journey and ultimately pulled him into the prophet's timeless realm. Now, with renewed hints in recent Star Trek projects that Sisko could return, the stage is set for revelations that could fundamentally reframe his connection to Bajor, and by extension, his place in the wider Trek canon. Sisko was always more than a Starfleet officer. One of the boldest moves DS9 ever made was turning a Starfleet captain into a religious figure. At first, Sisko resisted this destiny, refusing to see himself as a messiah figure. His pragmatism clashed with the Bajorans' unwavering faith. But the show never let him fully escape it. Every prophecy, every vision, and every encounter with the wormhole aliens brought him closer to a truth he didn't want to admit. That he wasn't just a man fulfilling his duty. He was a chosen figure in Bajor's spiritual history. This dual role created dramatic tension, but it also meant that Sisko became something greater than Starfleet itself. In many ways, he symbolized the reconciliation of Federation rationalism and Bajor mysticism. And yet, DS9's ending left lingering questions. Was Sisko simply fulfilling prophecy, or had his entire life been shaped by forces beyond his control? The secret at the heart of Sisko's story, the finale hinted that Sisko's ties to Bajor went deeper than anyone realized. His mother, Sarah Sisko, was revealed to have been possessed by a prophet, orchestrating his very existence. This shocking twist meant that Benjamin Sisko wasn't entirely a product of human choice. He was, in part, a divine creation. It reframed his entire life as one destined path, not random chance. But what if there's more to uncover? If modern Star Trek chooses to explore Sisko's return, the writers could easily expand on this revelation. Was Sisko's family line influenced for generations? Did the prophets shape Bajor's destiny specifically to ensure his birth? And most tantalizingly, does this make Sisko more Bajor than human, despite his Earth upbringing? Such questions have the power to completely rewrite what we know about him. The franchise has never had a character whose very existence challenges the distinction between mortal and divine. Why Bajor holds the key to Sisko's return. If Sisko is to return in future Trek projects, Bajor must play a central role. The planet has been oddly absent in recent series, with little mention of how it has evolved since joining or considering joining the Federation. That absence feels deliberate, as if Trek is holding back a crucial story. Imagine a scenario where Bajor's spiritual leaders uncover new prophecies that suggest Sisko's mission is not complete. His time with the prophets may have altered him beyond recognition. Perhaps he no longer experiences time in a linear fashion, or perhaps he exists as both a man and a prophet simultaneously. Returning to Bajor could ignite a crisis of faith. Is Sisko still their emissary, or has he become something else entirely? This wouldn't just be a personal story. It could reshape Bajor's role in the galaxy. If Sisko's fate is intertwined with Bajor's, then his return could signal a new era where the planet isn't just a Federation ally, but a spiritual center with galactic importance. How Sisko could reshape modern Star Trek. Bringing Sisko back now would have ripple effects across the franchise. His story was always the most daring of all the captains, pushing Trek into territory of myth and destiny. With shows like Discovery and Strange New Worlds embracing bold, serialized storytelling, Sisko's return feels perfectly timed. He could serve as a bridge between eras, reminding audiences that Star Trek has always been about more than ships and phasers. It's about belief, identity, and the mysteries of existence. A modern storyline could explore how Sisko grapples with his dual heritage, part human, part divine, part Starfleet, part Bajor. That struggle has the potential to redefine what it means to be a captain in Trek's universe. The legacy of the emissary. Ultimately, Sisko's secret ties to Bajor mean that his story was never truly finished. Unlike other captains who left their posts with closure, Sisko's finale